Welcome to DarkEcho, where the shadows don't just hide secrets, they speak them. I'm your guide into the darkness. Tonight I'm sharing a story I'm calling the DarkEcho that called my name, and it wasn't human. It's a tale that will crawl into your mind and stay there. Picture this. You're alone in an abandoned house at midnight. Rain pounds the roof like desperate fingers clawing to get in. You call out, "Hello?" And something answers. Not your voice, not human. Something older, something hungry. This is the story of the DarkEcho, the entity that followed me home, the one that knew my name before I ever spoke it. This isn't just a tale I found online. This happened to me. Stay with me for the next few minutes because the final whisper I heard will make you question every sound in your home tonight, especially the silence. If you're brave enough to dive in, hit that like button. Subscribe to DarkEcho for more real encounters with the unexplained, and turn on notifications. The dark doesn't wait. Let's begin. It all started on a stormy October night last year. I'd been running DarkEcho for 2 years, chasing creepy locations for my subscribers. You know, the vibe, abandoned places, urban legends, the thrill of the unknown. My viewers love it when I explore spots where time feels stuck. But this place was different. It wasn't just abandoned, it was waiting. The Whitaker mansion sat in the hills of rural New England, hidden by fog and twisted oaks. Locals called it the Echo House. Why? Its acoustics were wrong. Sounds didn't just echo, they lingered, twisted, sometimes changed. Rumors said a family, the Whitakers, vanished there in the 1920s. No bodies, no clues. Just a house left empty, dinner still warm on the table. Some said murder-suicide. Others spoke of darker things, cults, rituals, things that don't belong in our world. For me, it was content gold, a perfect spot for a solo urban explore video for DarkEcho. I packed my gear, GoPro, flashlight, EVP recorder, standard stuff, drove out under a sky heavy with rain, wipers slapping like a racing heartbeat. The mansion loomed as I approached Victorian spires stabbing the clouds, windows like dead eyes. The gate was rusted open, almost inviting. I parked, grabbed my backpack, and stepped into the downpour. The path to the door was choked with weeds, snagging my boots like fingers. Thunder rumbled and the wind carried something, murmurs maybe, voices from nowhere. I shook it off. Nerves, right? This is for the channel, I told myself. Subscribers will eat this up. The front door groaned open, the sound echoing like a scream trapped in the walls. Inside, the air hit me thick, musty, like breathing in forgotten secrets. The foyer was grand once, with a staircase sagging under rot. Cobwebs hung like veils, and the wallpaper peeled in strips, revealing patterns that, if you stared too long, looked like faces. I flicked on my flashlight, the beam slicing the darkness. "Hello?" I called, voice shaky. The sound bounced back. "Hello, hello, hello." Normal enough, right? Old houses do that. But the last echo was wrong. Deeper, stretched like a growl. I laughed nervously for the camera. Creepy acoustics, folks. This place lives up to its name. I moved deeper into the living room. Furniture sat under dust sheets like ghosts frozen in time. I pulled one back an armchair, stuffing spilling out like guts. On a side table, a photo. The Whitaker family in black and white staring at me. Elias Whitaker, the patriarch, a wealthy industrialist with hobbies. Rumors of seances, spirit boards, things no sane person touches. His wife Amelia and their 2 kids all gone that night in 1923. I narrated for the video. The Whitakers were big in their day factory money, but whispers of dark interests. As I spoke, a draft hit fluttering the photo. Was that a voice in the wind? No, just my imagination. I headed upstairs, each step creaking like a warning. The echoes doubled, tripled, unnatural. At the landing, a hallway stretched into shadow, doors open like waiting mouths. I chose the master bedroom first. A sagging 4-poster bed, canopy torn like shredded skin. A vanity mirror caught my flashlight, and for a split second I saw something. A shadow behind me, moving. I spun around. Nothing. Getting jumpy, I muttered, half for the camera. Then it answered. Jumpy, Jumpy, it sees you. My heart stopped. That wasn't my voice. It was gravelly, ancient, like stones grinding. What the hell? I said louder. What, you're next. Panic clawed at me. Was someone here, a squatter, a prank? I swept the flashlight empty. Who's there? I shouted. There, the dark one. My hands shook, but I kept filming. Just the wind, I told myself. Old houses play tricks. I pushed on, checking other rooms. A nursery, crib tipped over, toys scattered like a game stopped mid-play. A study, bookshelves stuffed with crumbling tomes. One book lay open, an occult text. Passages underlined. The dark echo is not mere sound. It is a bridge to the void, a mimic of souls. I read aloud, voice trembling. It echoes essence, trapping the living forever. The room grew cold, my breath visible. I said, this place gives me the creeps. Creeps, creeps, it knows your name. I froze. I hadn't said my name, not once. Then it came, clear as death. My name was mentioned and I heard, come closer. I bolted down the hall, past the staircase, toward the attic, but no, that felt wrong. Like something was waiting up there. Instead, I went down. The basement stairs were steeper, darker, the air thick like drowning in mud. At the bottom, blackness swallowed my light. Anyone here? I yelled. Here, you're next. That was it. I ran up the stairs, through the foyer, out into the rain. I fumbled for my keys, jumped in my car, and floored it. In the rear view, the mansion shrank, but its windows glowed, like eyes watching me leave. I thought I'd escaped. I was wrong. Back home, I tried to shake it off, uploaded the footage to edit later. But when I played it back, the audio was wrong. Those echoes weren't just acoustics. Clear as day, they said. The voice mentioned my name again and said, stay, feed us. That night, sleep didn't come. My apartment, my safe place, felt off. Around 3 a.m., I heard it. From the walls, my name was mentioned again and was told to come closer now. I checked every room. Nothing. But it didn't stop. Days turned into weeks of voices in the shower, in empty hallways in my head. Dreams became nightmares. The Whitakers, their faces melting into shadows, mouths open, calling me back. I dove into research, desperate. Hours online, digging through dusty archives. The Whitakers weren't just rich, they were obsessed. Elias Whitaker chased immortality through the occult. In 1923, he led a ritual to summon the DarkEcho, an entity from old folklore. Not just a ghost, but a parasite. It mimics voices, lures souls, traps them in an eternal void. The Whitakers? They were its first meal, their echoes stuck in that house forever. Newspapers from the time, family vanishes amid strange noises. Witnesses heard screams echoing for days. A psychic in the 1950s called it a hunger that never dies. Online forums had stories, other explorers hearing their names, feeling watched long after leaving. The voices grew bolder. At work, in crowds, a faint, I will hear my name and turn no one. Friends noticed I was jumpy, distant. I stopped going out. One night, I recorded my sleep. The EVP caught it. Return or we come for you. I was losing it. The dark echo wasn't just in the mansion, it had followed me. A quick question, do you believe in the dark echo? Comment below. Subscribe to DarkEcho. 6 months of torment. I couldn't live like this. I geared up salt for protection, sage, a cross, anything that might help. Drove back to the mansion at dusk, heart pounding like a drum. The house looked alive, windows glinting like it knew I was back. Inside, the echoes hit instantly. Back, foolish. I went straight to the basement, the air so heavy it choked me. Set up a salt circle, lit the sage. What do you want? I shouted. Want your soul, to echo forever. The room froze, my breath clouding. Shadows moved twisting into shapes. The Whitakers' faces, reaching hands, mouths screaming silently. The voices multiplied names, pleas, threats, layering into chaos. I threw salt, shouted banishments from that occult book. The echoes screamed, distorting into static. A surge of darkness lunged tendrils of shadow, then silence. I ran, the house groaning like it was collapsing. I made it out, barely. That was 6 months ago. The voices faded, mostly, but in quiet moments I heard my name again, and I asked myself, is it gone, or just waiting? Here's what keeps me up at night. I dug deeper after. The dark echo doesn't die. It spreads. Through stories, through voices, through videos like this one. If you're watching and you hear your name in the silence after, it's found you. Thanks for staying with DarkEcho till the end. If this story chilled you, hit like and subscribe for more. Share your scariest encounter in the comments. What's lurking in your shadows? Listen closely, and good night.